Countrywide Connect with Andy Thompson and Sarah Perriam-Lamp.
It is time to talk about how we bring fresh talent into the farming sector and set them up for long-term success. Pāmu has opened up applications for the third intake of its highly successful apprenticeship program, which offers young people a unique mix of hands-on experience on commercial farms, formal qualifications and vital life skills. We've got Gary Brady, who is the Apprenticeship Scheme Manager for Pāmu. Gary, welcome to the show, mate. Really appreciate your time. The apprenticeship scheme is heading into its third intake for a young person or school leaver listening who might be interested. What does a typical day look like for an apprentice living and working at the farm?
Yeah, hi Andy. Yeah, thanks for having me.
You got room for me? I need some skills. I need some training in the fencing.
You wouldn't be the first person that said that to me, mate. Hey, to answer your question, what does a normal typical day look like for an apprentice? Well, it really depends on what property they're on. They have an option of going dairy or livestock in this apprenticeship. So days can be very, very varied.
Okay.
But as you're looking at it, I suppose livestock they'd turn up on farm and be part of the team. And just they've got a few little targets they have to hit while they're out there, but they're just fitting in with the teams.
So Gary, this is a genuine apprenticeship, but it's a little bit different from a building apprenticeship or a plumber or whatever. You live in on the farm, right? Who are you looking for?
Who are we looking for? Good question. People with the right attitude is the big one. We all know that in this industry, don't we? Attitude's everything. Looking for people who are going to fit in with the team, which is a big thing when you are living with other young people on site. You know, you can't have 10 teenagers in one spot without having a few dramas. So, you have to have people that are prepared to listen and prepared to learn.
Yeah, which is, you're right there, 10 teenagers all living together, working together, eating together, the whole thing, right? So that is a bit different. But in a lot of ways, that's what farming's like, and to get the right people. So just talk to me about the farm because you said there are opportunities, but excuse me, this cohort, which farm are they on? Whereabouts?
Yeah, so we're based in Aratiatia Farm, which is about 10 minutes out of Taupō. So that's where the three houses are, where the guys are living. And from there, we do a 3-week induction period, and that's when they learn all about Pāmu, do some vehicle training. We set them up with some life skills there with cooking, cleaning, all that sort of stuff. The guys set their own chores sheets. Then we go on to a 14-week training period after that, and that's when they get out and about. That's when they experience dairy or livestock. And then the next phase they're in right now is they're looking at 2 8-week placements where they're pretty much on their own on those farms.
Right.
So then they learn a little bit more about themselves, about a bit more isolation, and
What do you mean by they're on their own? They're obviously on the farm, but part of a team, but they're separated from the rest of the apprenticeship group. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
It's not an outward bound thing. Go away by yourself for 8 weeks.
No, we try and keep them in a house.
Yeah. Okay. That's good.
Some of them would probably be quite happy in the bush, to be honest. There's quite a few hunter-gatherers in there. So, so they're on farm in the team. And then they're learning from that group. Yeah.
So this is an earn and learn, right? They're in full-time paid employment. You get this apprenticeship, you're in full-time paid employment while you're learning.
Yeah, I guess that's the big point of difference, right? This is a job. It just starts with a 3-year apprenticeship. That's the easiest way to think about it. They're on the payroll from the day they arrive. It's up to them when they want to leave.
And do they get obviously we're talking sheep and beef here. They get their dogs and that whole part of it.
Yeah. So once they've decided, towards halfway through that first year, really, they've decided whether they want to go dairy or livestock. Entirely up to them. Then we start integrating some dogs. They're employees. They're getting paid, so they buy their own dogs.
Yeah.
We have a fair bit of support around what the right dog looks like. It's not the $500 border collie cross that Nana wants to get rid of. There's some targets they have to hit with the type of dog, and then they start their second year with a older Hunterway and potentially a pup that comes along through the.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really.
And the qualifications they earn through the process, what are those?
Yeah, so level 3 and level 4. That's where the actual apprenticeship's made up from. Primary ITO are our learning provider. We do about, I believe it's about 6 theory days this year. We've made an alteration from last year. So 6 theory days in class. And that's a tutor from primary ITO comes along, delivers the day, and then they have their evidence and that they have to gather, and then come back together in about a month's time. Yeah.
So with this, last year was the first year, right, of the apprenticeship scheme. How did that go?
Yeah, hey, it's like I said before, 10 teenagers in one area. Sometimes it's a bit like herding cats. You think you've got them going in the right direction, and one will end up under the couch. So we did have a few little things, little hiccups last year that we went through the year and changed what we could at the time, and then we had a massive review at the end of that first year, and made some I think significant changes to the actual the training structure, and that hence the 14 weeks training right at the very start of the year. But yeah, it's about learning. It's about them learning and landing softly is the big approach. There's a lot of support around them, pastoral wise. We have a couple of top ladies that help with one-on-ones every month.
Yep.
There's lots we learn out of that too.
Gary, it's that 14-week sounds, I'm going to use this term very, very loosely, but it sounds a bit like a boot camp to get them inducted into the lifestyle. Is that a fair analogy? Yeah,
I guess it is. It is. It's pretty intense. Yeah, we're trying to get these guys up to speed as much as we can in a short space of time. 14 weeks isn't long, but it's long enough to give them the core understandings around, basic crutching, milking, that sort of stuff. I mean, as an example, the group that came in, I think there was only 2 that had, this year's group had only 2 of them had picked up a handpiece. And a month ago we crutched 3,500 lambs. So they learn quick, they have to.
And where did they come from, these young people? Have they come from farms? They come from rural backgrounds or urban backgrounds? What's the any kind of idea?
Quite a mix. Yeah, quite a mix, Andy. There's a lot of So we this mix this year's North Island to South Island. We've got a couple of South Island girls, real deep dark southern girls that are in the mix, and they're going really well. We've had some come off farms. We've got one lad this year from Auckland. They don't, varying skill levels. Yeah.
How many in each? I might have asked this, you might have told me, but I might have missed it. How many in each intake?
We're taking 10. Last year we took 9 because we only had 9 beds. We had 2 3-bedrooms and a 4-bedroom, but this year we've managed to find another bed. So we've got 10. We'll be taking 10 again this year. Applications are open now and close on the 8th of July. We're looking for another 10 top young people now.
And how do people apply? What's anyone watching this thinking I've got a young kid, and obviously we're talking school leaver age here pretty much, right? 16, 17-year-old. That's the target age group. Yeah, 16 and above. There is no cap. So there is space for me learning.
Yeah, things. Could be. We'll just have to check your resume.
Probably fairly average, to be fair. But sorry, seriously. So school. Yeah. So 16 and above. Yeah.
Yep.
And where do they go
to? Yes.
Where do they go to apply?
Yeah. So you can jump onto the Pāmu website, pāmunewzealand.com, and follow the careers pages through there. Like I said before, this is employment, so the actual application itself sits in amongst the other jobs. And Trade Me, we've got a posting on Trade Me as well.
All right, so you've still got people. So July the 8th is the cutoff date. So about a month. Well, actually, just 3 weeks. If I get it right. Yes.
So I wouldn't leave it to the last minute. It is quite a process to apply. It's like any job, and that in a corporate level there, there's a few hoops to jump through, but don't leave it till the last minute.
All right, mate. Hey, look, really appreciate your time, Gary Brady there, Apprenticeship Scheme Manager for Pāmu. A great initiative here, and I know it's something that the team, Mark Leslie and the rest of the team at Pāmu are very, very proud of being able to give these young people this opportunity, and good for you guys as well, because you get to train up your own staff potentially.
Yeah, hey, long-term goal is the industry, really. That's sure we'll retain a few, no doubt, but end of the day, it's about feeding these young people back into the industry, and that's backing from the top. It is about feeding the industry.
All right, thanks, mate. Really appreciate your time. We'll talk again.
No, thank you. Appreciate your time.
All right. Cheers. Gary Brady there. Yes, as I said, Apprenticeship Scheme Manager for Pāmu. Looking for 10 young people. If you know somebody, just go to the Pāmu website. As you said, it is in the employment. It's a job, so don't look for a scheme. Go into their jobs and do the application. It takes a little bit of time, but it is a fantastic 3-year course. Earn as you learn, as he said, so definitely worth doing.
Countrywide Connect with Andy Thompson and Sarah Perriam-Lapp.